Hello KonnectzIT family, welcome to KonnectZIT training videos. Today in this video, I'll be showing you how you can actually integrate Google Sheet trigger. So basically you can send an email. So whenever there is a new row created on Google Sheet, so you can always send an email or WhatsApp for all your new row which is created inside Google Sheet, all using KonnectZIT and workflow automation platform. So let's begin by creating a workflow. So let's start by authorizing the apps inside KonnectZIT. For that, you have to click on App page. Once you go to the app page, you have to click on the app, that is Google Sheet Trigger. So in this case, I'm using Google Sheet Trigger and also Gmail. So for authorizing this account, you have to click on Add Account. This will redirect you to Google Sheet, Google app, and where you have to give permission for KonnectZIT to access your page. So basically, you have to give permission. So click on your account, select your account and just give allow, and it will going to authorize the app inside KonnectZIT. So once you authorize this app, so let's start beginning the workflow. So click on Create Connect. It will redirect you to our canvas where you can actually connect the app. So first you start with naming your connect. So Google Sheet to Gmail, and then select for the app. So this case I'm using Google Sheet Trigger. So just drag and drop Google Sheet app and select your account and select the trigger as new row entry or modify. So I'm just selecting whenever there is a new row created inside of my Google Sheet, I will select that and select the spreadsheet. So basically I'm just selecting my sheet and selecting the exact sheet basically. So just click on my sheet, and before hitting on test and review, there are two prerequisites you have to follow inside Google Sheet. So for Google Sheet trigger, so one is you have to enable the Google Sheet app script. So for that, go to script.google.com of your particular sheet and hit on settings. So when you click on settings, it will ask you for, there is a button called Google App Script API. So make sure you switch it on for selecting, like for KonnectZIT to work as Google App Script, because KonnectZIT actually uses Google App Scripts to create a webbook. So make sure this particular settings is on. So before you build any workflow. And the other thing is you have to allow the pop-up for app.konnectzit.com, because there is some configuration we will be following it up, which I will show in this video. So for that, you have to give the pop-up access to app.konnectzit.com. You have to click on allow. So now hit on test and review. Once you do these two prerequisites, you have to hit on test and review, and there will be a pop-up open. So here you can select which row you wanted to trigger. You can select all the rows, or you can even click on or, and you can select any of the row as well, and hit on proceed. So this will going to add a pop-up basically. In that we will do some settings. It will take some time. So this is a pop-up, you will be getting it, and in that you have to click on your account. So first is you have to select your account, and here is in the app script you have to click on add trigger. So basically you are creating a new trigger for any change. So you have to select this event type as on change. So basically for Google Sheet trigger, you will be selecting this as on change. For Google Forms, you will be selecting as on form submit. So now make sure you select the event type as on change and also notify you immediately. So these are the two settings you will be following, and just click on save. That's it. So once you've done that, it will ask you for permission for that particular trigger. So you have to give permission for the trigger, and don't worry, because you are creating a new app script, it will show as an unverified app. So don't worry about it. This is the basically you are creating your own Google Sheet app script. So now we created our app script inside Google Sheets. So now go back to KonnecttzIT, and it will fetch your record. You can see that in KonnecttzIT. So basically this is the first row of your sheet. So I'll go here and just show me this is the first row which I'm having. So I'll be selected. I like KonnecttzIT will fetch the same row, and it shows that your trigger is working perfectly fine. So this is how you have to configure Google Sheet trigger inside KonnecttzIT. So now let's jump on to sending an email using Gmail. So for this, I'll be using KonnecttzIT internal app, that is text formatter. So this is an optional. So basically, I'm just creating or formatting my text to create a body of email. So in this text formatter, I'll use an option called merge text. So this will create a beautiful email body for myself. So go here and connect the nodes which you wanted to use. So in this case, I just say hi at the rate, that it will just ask you for the name. So whichever node you created, in this case it's name, and then say hi at the rate name. Thanks for choosing KonnecttzIT. And then click on validate. So now I will select the name as app as Gmail. So just to send an email, and then select from your account. So basically you can select multiple accounts, and then select the action as send email. So if your content type is HTML, you can select that, or if it is plain text, or you can just remove like that, and then connect between the nodes. Basically, I just created an email body template, so which from text formatter, I'll just select that. And the two email address which I got it from Google Sheet, I'm gonna select that and then name that as KonnecttzIT demo, and then it on test and review. So this will going to send an email for this particular user. So now go ahead and publish our connect and create a new row inside Google Sheets. So let's test. That's it, guys. So we are done with our automation. So now I will go ahead and create a new row on Google Sheet so that it will send an email for myself. So in this case, I'll be using creating my name, and then just use my email ID and the random phone number, and then I'll use any other name like John Doe, and then I'll give the same email ID just to show a demo for you guys, and then the random phone number. So I'm done with adding two new rows. So I'll be receiving two new email IDs, two new emails for this particular email ID. So now let's go to my Gmail. Yes, we received our email. You can see that one, it is saying, "I Rakesh Mahesh, thanks for choosing KonnecttzIT, regards team KonnecttzIT," and it also says the subject line, which is the customized one. And then now let's go to the other email. It says, "I John Doe, thanks for choosing KonnecttzIT." So this is how you can send an email. So whenever somebody created a new row, or you add a new row inside your Google Sheet. Hope you guys like this integration. If you have any doubts on this particular integration, do drop me on the comment section below, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.